another 14th championship, but this time it was to Nadal. He defeats Root in straight sets in one of the craziest Cinderella stories ever. Kind of comparable to Real Madrid. All the obstacles that they had to go through. Rafael Nadal had to go through a lot to win this 14th title on a regular year, on a regular Roland Garros. He would have easily been the favorite. He's the king of clay. He's Rafael Nadal. He had won 13 Roland Garros leading up to this tournament, but this was not a normal year. This was Rafael Nadal, who had missed the second half of last year. Basically, after Roland Garros 2021, he only played like one more tournament, and then he bowed out because of his foot. It was giving him a lot of troubles. And then he had that magical start to the season, winning 21 straight matches, winning the Australian Open, looking like beast prime Nadal. And then he fractures his ribs. He's out again for 2 months, almost 2 months. He comes back. He's trying to get back into shape to have a good showing at Roland Garros. And then his foot gives him troubles again, this time against Shapovalov, where he dominated the first set. And you think, like, okay, this is the king of clay. He's going to wrap it up. And Shapovalov takes advantage of Nadal's foot. He's shown limping. He's not the same. And then he loses to Alcaraz, I believe, in Monte Carlo, and you're like, okay, like his foot's bothering him. He's not moving the same. Props to Alcaraz, but how much is Nadal gonna be able to give us at Roland Garros? How much is his foot bothering him? Like, he's not looking. The lead up to Roland Garros has not been smooth at all. You have the ribs recovery that he's coming back from. You have his foot giving him problems against Shapovalov. You have Alcaraz beating him in Monte Carlo, and you're just like, man, what's gonna happen? Like, is he gonna be able to win? Is he even gonna be able to have a good showing? Is he even gonna make it to the semis, quarters? Like, and then he gets put in the top of the draw where Alcaraz was, where Djokovic was. Actually, it wasn't Monte Carlo. It was in the Madrid Open. I think Alcaraz didn't play in Monte Carlo. My apologies. But you're just wondering, like, how much he's going to be able to give you. You have Alcaraz in your draw. You have Zverev in your draw. You have Djokovic in your draw. And so no matter what, you're going to have to play two of those people on your way to the final. And then the other side is probably going to be Tsitsipas or Medvedev waiting for you. That's the initial thought going into the tournament. And Alcaraz, bowed out early, and that Djokovic match was amazing. It was another classic, and just the fact that Nadal was able to give us that performance against Djokovic after losing last year to Djokovic, after all the foot problems that he's had leading up to this, it was just phenomenal, man. It was just incredible. And man, it just shows the type of person that Nadal is and the fighter that he is. And man, I don't want to keep using the word fighter and the never give up attitude, because I think sometimes people use those terms and similar phrases to describe Nadal, and it diminishes the absolute genius that he is on the court. Yeah, he's a great fighter, and he's he has that never give up attitude, but he's also an amazing tennis player. Like, that forehand was just sizzling that whole tournament. His movement looked great. He plays smarter now. That backhand is definitely a weapon too. But man, and then that match against Zverev, after an emotional, amazing matchup against Djokovic, I was worried because Zverev had shown a lot of positive things against Alcaraz, and that was another just instance of Nadal never giving up. The way he managed to win that first set against Zverev was just ridiculous. Yeah, but you could point to Zverev kind of choking and not being able to put Nadal away, and that's part of what's held Zverev back through the years, that he's not able to capitalize on big moments and on the opportunities that present themselves throughout the years. But Nadal was also like just amazing. Like that winner he hit with the forehand running left, with 3 break points, I think, in the first set. That was just ridiculous. And to fight off like 3 or 4 set points to win the set, that's just, he's a madman. He's ridiculous. Every time he just keeps surprising me over and over and over and over and over again. And unfortunate for Zverev. I hope he gets back to the form that he was in. It just is so sad that he hurt his foot like that. It was an incredible match. But in the finals, Nadal just showed his class over Rude. Rude, who's had a great year this year. He's a clay specialist too. So there was, and he's young. I believe he's only 23, 24 years old. So super young. This is his favorite surface. Amazing year that he's having. And Nadal just schooled him 6-3, 6-3. And then gave him a donut at the end, a bagel to beat him 6-0. This is just incredible. The things that Nadal is accomplishing is just ridiculous. And now there's rumblings that he is going to play Wimbledon. I think his uncle, Tony Nadal, has said that he will play Wimbledon. So, I wouldn't put it past him. I think he hasn't played Wimbledon since 2019. So it's been 3 years since he's played Wimbledon. And, I wouldn't put it past him. He might just win it. I'm just looking forward to Wimbledon. I know there's not going to be points. ATP revoked the points away from Wimbledon, but it's still going to be an amazing tournament. It's still a slam, and I still think most people are going to show up because there's still the monetary side of it, and just the history of playing at Wimbledon, playing in grass, wearing all white. Like there's just so much history, and there's a lot of money into it, prize money. So why would you not play in such a prestigious tournament in a prestigious site, and there's a lot of money to be made. So I think almost everyone's going to show up, and if Nadal shows up, Djokovic is going to be there, and I'm just excited. I'm waiting for the draw, and we'll see how Nadal does. I wouldn't put it past him to win 23, and it's just incredible. Nadal wins his 14th Roland Garros. I can't even put words into it. Before the big three came, the most anyone had won as far as Grand Slams was 14. Pete Sampras. And now Nadal has 14 of just Roland Garros. This man is ridiculous. I'll bow down to Nadal. He's in my opinion, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT for tennis, and we'll see how many more he's able to win with that foot. I don't know what the long-term solution is. Maybe there isn't a long-term solution. I just know that they can't keep numbing forever. So let's just enjoy Nadal for as long as we have him.